a minute or two. So, okay, we're live, people.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back. Oh,
I want to share it to my.
so I'm going to share it on Twitter as well. So, oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn off the sound here. Give me a little bit. So, absolutely. So let's go. We are live. Well, you are good. Everyone fine. Everyone is sleepy, tired, have worked or dropped. Yeah,
Maybe both.
Absolutely.
Have you been working as well?
Yeah. I know. I went to the, how do you call it, the physiotherapist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got some 2 years ago. I went for my back, and the problem was all solved. But there's only one stressful point in my body near my leg, and some kind of muscle that is, still clenched or something, and just people are just, massaging it, but they don't really can fix it. And then we tried dry needling, and that was hurtful. And all the needles that go because the muscle is so cramped.
Wow.
And my physiotherapist said, you know what? We're going to leave that place for a little bit while. So we go down to the legs. So he massaged, quote unquote, my ankle and my feet, and then he's gonna push and he's gonna rub, and I'm screaming. Well, it was very painful, but I'm feeling better now. I probably have some bruises in tomorrow, but physiotherapy, it's great when it works, but when they are going to that little spot there in the middle that you don't want to go to, oh man.
Dalmatino.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was thinking, no. Yeah, but overall, I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. And I just ate a while ago, and I have some water for refreshing.
Yeah, you drink too much. Then you need to go to bathroom.
Yeah, that's the reason why I drink a lot lately, because my
you just want to run away. Say it.
Yeah, my therapist, my physiotherapist said, you are drinking. You need to drink more, because I have also some cramping in my legs when I'm sleeping. So I need to have at least 2.5 liters water per day. But the downside is I have to go to the. Yeah, but other than that, like I said, I'm fine. Yeah, great. But hey, great to have you back, guys.
Good to be back. Great fun last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I asked you to come back again, and now you're here. I'm very glad that you are here. And I saw Christina constantly, promoting, and I said to her, I believe yesterday, that I think she's doing a very fine job. But I think it must be stressful as well, promoting yourself, getting people in and getting people interested. And what I like about what you are doing, you always change some small little bit of your text towards your campaign, have some dialogue here and some pictures there, and then with the new stretch goal, with the zippers. Yeah, I really like that. It's very creative. Yeah.
And the text is always matching the picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah,
it's like you are reading a little bit of a story, and it makes you like click and see what's there.
Yeah.
It is always entertaining for myself to kind of see Christina at work and see almost kind of the stress and the worry. And I see her at like 11 o'clock at night going, what am I going to post tomorrow? I don't know.
Yeah. I used up all of them, what I have to say. Yeah.
Was it last night that you sent the update, and as soon as you clicked send, you went, well, that's it. I'm clean out of ideas.
Yeah, okay, I can understand her struggle because you don't want to show everything from the comic, but you need to show something, and it can't be the same picture like over and over again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just go through the Twitter and just see what got the most retweets or what the most likes, and it's like, okay, people are totally liking this, so I'm going to post something like that, and then you post it, and people totally ignore it. It's like, okay, so maybe what is the time? I'm going to try at this time again. No, nothing. Okay, maybe if I change something else. Oh yeah, look at all those likes. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you never
But
know
I-
really well.
But I've read it somewhere. I don't know actually where, that each social media has its hours.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's-
I have heard that as well.
Yeah, most active hours, and I think Twitter is the most active in our time zone, somewhere around 5 to 7, maybe. I think. I'm not sure.
No. Well, I don't know what the difference is between the other times. I mean, we had the people from Kozar a while ago, and they were in Australia, and we streamed at 10 in the evening, and they were at, I don't know, what was it?
6 in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah, 5:30.
Yeah, that's insane. So and we, you can see that they are tired from going up, and we were a little bit tired as well. And after the stream, they have to go to another stream and to another stream and to another stream, promoting. I mean, that's a hard work. That's a lot of work.
They literally had 6 days full of streams.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hats off, by the way. But it's I think it's very stressful, talking all over again, and of course with a new audience, promoting your book, telling them, hey, this is a great comic, backer, and hopefully people want to support them, and the same with you guys, of course. I mean, you going from stream to stream as well. I saw in your feed, Twitter feed. So how was that the last couple of days?
Friday. So yeah, our last stream was on Friday.
Yeah.
So we've had a few days off now. Been able to kind of recover, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got another one tomorrow. Australian one, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. America? I think
It's
so.
America.
It's like at midnight our time. So
Yeah. So it's a late one for us.
A lot of coffee.
The problem is, I would love to be on black coffee at the time, but I'm working the next day, so I've got to be careful that I can't be on coffee too much, otherwise I'm not going to sleep.
Staring at the ceiling.
I mean,
And what are your plans for the next 3 days? Because your campaign is still going. I think 70 hours. That's like 3 days. So what are the plans for the 3 days? Are you going to stream even more?
I think we've only got the one stream left, so we've got one more stream tomorrow, and then that's it. I'm going to be honest, I'm quite glad that I'm at work tomorrow and on Wednesday, because Christina gets really stressed, so it keeps me out of the way.
at least I have to work as well. So yeah, I still keep checking the phone at work now that my boss is not hearing me. But it's still stressing. I'm working on like packing parcels and products that we sell in the shop. And sometimes I'm like, oh, a new backer. And back to packing. Oh my god, no backers. What am I going to post today? Back to packing.
The funny thing is, you just expect results instantly. So that you would send an update, and literally 5 minutes later, she would check the phone and go, oh, but that was pointless. There's no new backers. Like, 5 minutes. People haven't even received the email yet.
Yeah, I'm the same as well. When I just post things on Twitter or promoting or sharing my work or your work or what's not, and I go also about 5 minutes later, hey, did somebody like it? Did somebody share it? Instant results. Yeah, it's not very good, but I'm eager to what's happened to my campaign, and of course your campaign as well, because this is your second campaign, right? For yeah, and did you did the same quote unquote tactics with your first campaign when it comes to promoting, or is this a more direct approach what you are doing now?
Well, last year we had the Comic Cons that we were able to attend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we were promoting there a lot. So with the preview sample, we had a really preview sample with the first 10 pages that we were selling and giving people. So that helped a lot. I was still promoting online. Obviously, I'm like 24 hours promoting, but I think the campaign, the Comic Cons, helped a lot.
Yeah,
and this year we didn't have them. So
yeah, we were pretty lucky that we got one of the largest Comic Cons in the UK, right in the middle of the Kickstarter. So MCM London was it toward the end? But so we were at a massive venue with literally thousands of people coming past our table every day for 3 days.
Wow!
When we had the Kickstarter going, so yeah, it was definitely a few different tactics. It was more tailoring for people on the spot with kind of publicity. It was more like the tweets were more like, "Oh, come to our table. We're here. Come and speak to us." Whereas obviously here it's more a case of come and speak to us. Just stay 2 meters away from us.
Yeah.
So isn't the COVID situation kind of changing these con stuffs and things in UK? Because here in our country, it seems like we'll be closing almost everything soon.
Yeah, we closed everything. So we had our big lockdown for about 3 months over the summer, and now it's all been relaxed, but cases are starting to go up again. So I can see that very shortly we're going to be back at the stage where we're not allowed to do anything again. But Comic Cons we haven't had any Comic Cons this year.
No.
We had 2 back in like January and February, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been told that the latest rules put in place in Britain will last at least 6 months. So it's looking very doubtful that there'll be Comic Cons next year either.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's a matter of time till someone comes up with a online Comic Con. I've seen some advertising a few days ago about some Comic Con. I think it was kind of an online thing, so maybe it's also a way.
Yeah, but the ones they did in the summer, they did not reach the expectations of what they hoped for. So not sure.
Certainly for creators like ourselves, the problem was that because there's so many people attending and so many people exhibiting, you got like a 10-minute slot.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 10 minutes in the entire day where you were allowed to promote.
Right.
Yeah. So every hour or 2 hours you have a slot, and you can post content on Facebook at that point. But same with a million other people. So it's just kind of like a feed of advertising, like everybody advertising. So it gets lost.
Yeah, it's completely different when it's personal, because like when you want to see an artist, I don't know, digitally or maybe online, you can just watch them stream or watch some kind of video. It's different when you want to see them personally or ask them to draw you something or talk to them about their story.
Yeah. When we see it in public as well, like when we're actually there in person at Comic Cons, we quite often see the same people do like 4 laps around the building. So they'll walk around once and they'll see us, and then you see them go, "Oh, I'll wait," and they'll come back and have a look at that. And then they'll do 2 or 3 more laps before they actually decide to come up and speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that online Comic Cons, that's just obviously that's not an option, because if they don't see you in the exact second that you post, then you're gone. Hey, Johanka.
Hey, Johanka.
Hey, thanks for coming. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, online Comic Cons are. I don't think they're nearly as good and nearly what people were hoping for.
Well, maybe they just need to figure out the way how to do it so it works.
Yeah. I think
Well, most things they did up until now was or live and it didn't get the views they wanted, or it was pre-recorded and something went wrong. Either way, it didn't really work in their favor. So I'm not sure if they want to do that next year.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I think that they'll do their best to try to get it back into a physical form again. Just certainly here in the UK, I cannot see that happening.
Yeah, here in the Netherlands, we today they actually what is it, about an hour ago or so, they came up with all new rules about no more than 3 people together and all that, and no more than 30 people in restaurants and that sort of thing. So we're going very hard downhill at the moment. So
our numbers are quite a lot higher than in your country.
Really?
Yeah, our numbers are mostly talking about weddings and the people under, or it was some public actions where people are sitting. I think somewhere around 100 people. I'm not really sure because this evening our president is having a speech, so probably everything will change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
in
really.
our country, everything went really bad in the past week. We literally tripled our new cases for each day. We are now over 3,000 extra per day.
Yeah.
And we have a record of deaths per day since past May. So it's not looking very good.
It's the same over this side. And in Britain as well, we have the really awkward thing because Britain is counted as one country, but in actual fact, it's like 3 different countries or 4 countries who have one shared government. And so as this crisis is going on, the different countries are doing things differently. So here in Scotland, we have one set of rules. But if I go an hour south and I cross the border into England, I have to follow a different set of rules. And then in Wales, there's another set of rules. So,
And do you need to take extra tests before entering each country?
No. Because the thing is, it's still counted as one country. So it gets really confusing.
Yeah, that would be really crazy. Like you want to go from Scotland to Wales and you need to take 2 tests. So,
I mean, the extreme moment has been spoken about closing the border between Scotland and England because Scotland is managing it better than England. So the rules that we're putting in place in Scotland are stricter than what's in England. So it tends to be that the cases are a little bit lower in Scotland than in England. So it has been spoken about possibly closing the border between Scotland and England to keep the cases down. So that would be extreme.
Yeah.
Okay, less COVID and more Woodlands Creatures.
Yes.
Yes, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, people would think, "Hey, is this the right stream? I mean, COVID or comics? It's with a C, but then differently." But speaking about a little bit back, when you go to the coming conventions, right? So there was a lot of fans, greeting and meeting and talking to you, building up relationships and connections. But that's not here anymore since COVID. So how do you gonna reach out to your fans and to your new fans? Is there people how do you say reaching out to you through email or through Twitter or Facebook or something else, newsletters or something? How do you connect with your existing audience and even your new audience?
Pretty much any possible way that I can think of. I mean, Owl is the only
Yeah.
I haven't tried. Like owl name.
Yeah, we're thinking of going Harry Potter and getting like owls
That was
to sound as well.
But so
Yeah.
far, like, I have a newsletter, and then the updates through Kickstarter, the updates for the previous Kickstarter and this Kickstarter, and also just on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like I'm everywhere, so so people have been just reaching out, either replying to the updates on Kickstarter or just sending me emails straight away, or through Twitter, Facebook, just telling me what they thought about the previous volume, just like any really possible.
Yeah. I think one thing that we're really trying to do is we're really keeping people up to date with everything, almost to the point of being a bit too extreme. So we're sending pretty much an update a day.
Yeah.
And even once the Kickstarter's over, there's still an update going out every single week to tell how to say how the project's
The
advancing.
thing is, you always need to be a bit careful and not like annoy the backers, obviously. So I don't want to be a pain and have like 1,000,001 updates. And whenever I send the update, I always try to write something that is interesting, that I think the readers will want to read, not just 1,000,001. Hey, I'm working on the comic. That's it. So I try to get like pages or layouts or telling them what's going on. And I just try to not to send more than one a week. I mean, this is the exception, obviously, because now we are coming to the end, so I need to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
But after that, I always try to send at least one a week, but no more than that, because I don't want people to be like, oh God, I'm going to update and get tired of me.
Yeah, there's Christina again with her updates, right? Yeah.
But, you know, the thing is, there's so many projects which have taken the money and run that we don't want people to think that's happening. We want people to know that the project is advancing and that we want to gain trust. And the best way to do that is just as much communication and being as open and honest as we can. And also just trying to be quite entertaining as well. I love reading the updates because there's always a kind of joke or a laugh going on. So we try to be quite personal through the updates and through the tweets as well.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult sometimes because I always write it in English first, but then I have to think about my backers in Spain or from Spanish-speaking countries. So I have to translate the same update into Spanish and cannot do like make it clear where one starts and finishes, so that people don't just open the email and say, "Oh my God, what is that?" and huge update and say, "I don't want to read it." So I have to change it, and it's a bit tiring sometimes. Like I think today's update I only sent in English because it was just super long and I had to be here. So I was like, I don't have the time. So sorry if there is anybody watching this that speaks Spanish for not sending the update. But yeah, every time I send one, I try to do it in both languages. So it takes a while.
And do you do the language corrections by yourself, or do you have some kind of proofreader?
The translations.
Yeah, because you said you speak Spanish, so you probably wrote it in Spanish and then translated it into English. But do you do the checkups or the beta reading yourself?
I write it in English to start with, and then translate it to Spanish, which is fun. It's quite funny because sometimes I don't know how to translate something into Spanish. And I'm like, oh my God, it's your language.
Yeah.
How can you not do it?
I do find it funny that the Spanish speaker writes it in English first. And
I do that as well. And the funny thing is, if I even tried to write it into our native language, Slovak language, it would sound funny.
Yeah, it sounds weird sometimes. Like, you're right. What's that word? But yeah, I'm playing in Scotland. I'm speaking English most of the time, so it just feels more natural to me. And the updates as well, like on the post on Facebook and Twitter, is always in English, so it feels more natural. But then even that, the English, Alan checks in case there is something like major, like, oh my God, what have you said here? So he's the guilty one. If there is any mistakes there that I missed, his fault.
I'll hold my hands up to it.
Right. Yeah, I think coming back to what you said about all the updates when you do that monthly or weekly. If people send once per month, then you have a wall of text. I'm mostly checking out, but when you do a little bit small updates per week or per month, or give them a little bit to some information that they can come back to. I mean, you can. I think people are getting more curious about the project instead. Well, here is an update that you can do with like 1 or 2 months, and then we see you in 2 months with the next update. But if you didn't do it weekly, I mean, yeah, you just giving little bits of information how about the campaign is going, maybe a little bit, art or how the process is going. I think that's a good thing.
The thing is, since I'm also a backer, because I back other projects, I know what type of updates I read and which updates I don't. And yes, but there are some updates I just see an awful lot of text and I don't have the time at that moment and then I forget. So I just learn from my own experience and say, okay, this is too long, too much text, people are not going to read it. So I just try to make it, to just go to the point instead of going on and on, which is difficult because I usually go on and on, but...
Right. Yeah, I get that. Unfortunately, I have to go to the toilet again. I still haven't been there, so I must rephrase that. So I'm coming back in a second. Yeah. Okay. Till later.
Yeah.
Hey, are you? By the way, are you on the sunscreen? Do you want to have a tan because you are looking very bright?
No, I have different colors of light. There is a white light. There is a yellow light.
Oh well, maybe you want to be on the spotlight.
There is blue and red light. So.
The color change, right? What's going on behind you?
Everybody.
Yeah.
He's enjoying it.
Look.
I just noticed it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can answer the screen. It's a different color. It's brilliant fun. It's very entertaining.
That's what you were distracted with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So have you thought that you maybe expand to Indiegogo as well?
I've been thinking about it, and I actually sent an email out. I'm still waiting to hear from them. But I'm considering it because there is so many people that are saying, "Oh, I would back it if it was on Indiegogo." I don't like Kickstarter, and there are other people. "Oh, are you going on Indiegogo?" And I'm like, I wasn't thinking about it, but at the same time, it's like there is so many. It's not so much the money anymore. It's like I just feel like I'm missing readers. Like I am not getting all the readers that I could get. And there are people out there that are going to miss on the story, which I think is a shame because I'm sure there is people that would love it. So yeah, I've been considering maybe going on in demand after Kickstarter, but still thinking about it.
Cool. I still want to see the campaign on Indiegogo to compare it with Kickstarter, like where do you get more backers or which one is more popular. So it will be interesting to see it.
That's a good way of advertising it. Come on, Indiegogo people, let's see if we can beat the Kickstarter people.
Okay, so a technical question. So I backed your comic, and I want to know when I get it.
When do you get it?
I want my book.
Well, it's not going to be finished yet, so...
Yeah, I mean, what page are we on? 20... I think today I got page 25 or something sent to me as a layout. And I haven't sent this to you guys because I only just got it like an hour ago. It's looking really cute. But I finished like page 20 something and it's just the layout. So it's the inking and the lettering and everything. I mean, it's a total of 58 or so pages that the illustrator has to do, so it's still going to take a while.
Yeah.
And can I get that special secret page that Christina knows?
What?
Special secret page?
Huh?
We have a special secret page?
Apparently.
Yes, a colorful one.
Oh, you got that one. You have already seen it, the sexy.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay, yeah.
That was a good one. I liked it.
I don't know if we are allowed to show that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Why don't we show it? I'll just hold up a big R rating, please.
I was more thinking like print an A4 page and just put it there.
That could work, an A4 print.
What? The ones on the top?
The sexy.
Oh, you want to see it?
No, I think you mean that we could do that as a reward or
I
something.
can't do that as a reward, sadly, because that was the Kickstarter exclusive from last year. So even though I have a few copies here, because I always order more, I cannot give them, because then that wouldn't be fair for people that backed for that reward last year. I mean, if they were okay with that, I suppose I could ask them and do a different version, like a small A3 or something. A5 would be.
A5 is smaller. Yeah.
We could do A3 as well. I mean, I'm sure that would absolutely sell.
I would love the A3. That would be amazing.
I don't mind. I will get a magnifying glass for you.
I want a poster of that. Fun.
Yeah, A0, please.
Well, you can have it. You have the page there, so.
Yeah, I know. I can come back to it.
And now everybody's wondering what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Page, guys.
It's on
Awesome.
Twitter. I post a panel not that long ago. So go on my feed and search.
Yeah. Hey, Jeroen, you said something in the chat like this one.
Yes. That you already put it in the title of the video, so
Yeah.
I thought let's see some interaction in the chat, so we know who is there. I could see that we have 6 viewers at the moment, but if we don't know names, we can't really give anything to. Who was number 3?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
that doesn't really work. So
yeah. So guys, put names down in the chat.
Yeah, otherwise nobody's getting this.
Yeah.
Myself.
It would be great. Yeah. Put your names in the chat, people, and then we know who you are, and then there's a giveaway. So yeah, and it's free.
Well, we can already see Johanka is there. So
Yeah, Johanka is still there.
yeah, but the other 5 names we don't know, so that's why I put the
yeah.
message in the chat.
This is where it turns out Johanka has just blocked everybody from coming on.
Yeah.
That book is mine.
Yeah. Johanka did it again.
Marinus, in the meantime, maybe we should pull up the page.
Yes, we're
Kickstarter page.
Exactly. We're gonna share the Kickstarter page so people know what we are talking about.
They actually crossed the 200 backers.
All right.
And we broke the £4,000 mark. We're up to
Yeah, I already saw that. It was crazy.
Shelter it.
Yeah. So yeah, very exciting. It means that we're only like less than £300 away from unlocking the 3rd stretch goal. Where
Congrats. Yeah.
I'm gonna lie, it's not something I thought we were ever gonna do.
Wow, this is very
Whoa.
exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, can you see the page? Just double checking because I have only one screen, so I cannot see you at this point.
Yes, we can see it.
Oh, nice.
70 hours to go.
5 backers. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
70 hours to go, 205 backers right now, and get in on it because they are not sure yet if they're going Indiegogo, and Kickstarter is end of the campaign is ending.
Yep. Once Kickstarter ends, that's it. You're not going to get a chance to kind of pre-order it or anything like that.
On Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. On Kickstarter, once the campaign's over, that's it.
Yeah.
So, and we haven't yet decided if we're going to come to Indiegogo or not. So make the most of it. Come on to Kickstarter and jump in and get your comic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you back it here,
Don't miss out.
yeah. So Woodland Creatures 1 and 2. So this is the second campaign, but people can also get the first book in digital form and physical form, right?
Yep, so we're doing it in both so that those people who are kind of new to us and have only just discovered Woodland Creatures, or those people who just couldn't afford to get it before for whatever reason, we're making sure they're not left out. So, yeah, it's accessible for everybody. And honestly, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's super expensive. I think it's a very good price for what you get. I mean, that's personal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For sure.
Exactly. And we see also that the first stretch goal is also unlocked. So what do we get?
It will unlock. It will unlock at 4,500, and that's going to be the zipper pool.
Okay.
Yeah, the very bottom of the page.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I read it wrongly. I'm sorry. Okay. So
Yeah.
then okay, we have some miles to go. Yeah. So and then people will get a magnet, some extra pages, and a zipper pulled.
Yep.
That's new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the zipper pool is going to be the third stretch goal. So if you want a real nice wolf to help you do up your jacket, then definitely go for it. But we need help on that one.
Yeah, that's totally different than what we normally get. Normally we get something like
Bookmark, trading cards,
and maybe
maybe
some
a poster.
poster here and there, or blog heads for those who want to do that. I recently got today, some blog heads. I'm not really into that, but people seem to love it, I guess. I don't know. Let me double check.
Yeah, we don't hit the toilet again now.
Yeah. Can you see us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can cut it out and, assemble it. And then it's going to be, in this case, a little robot. And then, you can display it. So,
I like that idea.
yeah.
Where's the idea?
Yeah, maybe with some balls or something. I'm just throwing it around. But no, I like the zipper idea, by the way, because it's a more physical reward that you actually can use.
Yeah.
And it has some prints on it from the book or from the wolf and etc. So I really like that.
Yeah,
It's
It's like
unique. You don't see it anywhere else.
Yeah, and it's like a walking advertisement.
yes. Yeah, that's the kind of intention. But
Yeah. And different colors too, right? We have pink, I believe, or purple, and yellow, and what more? We have one more color more.
The bottom of the page, if you want to solve it.
yeah, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page,
Pink,
you can see that.
pink,
Okay, I'm gonna scroll it
very,
with my
very
finger on the button. Takes a little while because I don't have a mouse.
But I really like this page because you need to scroll a lot and you see a lot, because some campaigns are like this short and you basically know nothing.
Is it past this? Or?
No, it's at the end.
Oh, really?
It's at the very, very bottom.
The joys of having English and Spanish is we actually just found out, or we found out when creating this Kickstarter page, Kickstarter it has a limit of characters for the page. We did not realize that.
Oh, really?
We exceeded the characters. so yeah, there you go. So those are the three zipper pulls that you get: pink,
Nice.
or white.
I love that. It's really original.
Mhm. I would go for the white one, black and white. That's
Right.
my
Yeah,
choice.
me too. Yeah.
What are else's ideas? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I
like
would
the
wear
white
it.
thing, but I like all of them, by the way. Yeah.
I love the
But the
pink.
black and white, I love
The black and white stands out a little more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I prefer the pink, so the black and white as well. I'd buy a mistake. That's just because you're obsessed with the pink wolf. I don't know why.
It's still very nice. The white, I love the white.
Yeah.
And the yellow. I love them all. I would just order them all for me.
Awesome.
There's never too enough zippers.
No. Now, well, you can use it for everything, so that's great. Okay, then I go to the top again, and go ahead. This is going to be a little bit faster.
Marinus, remind me. I wanted to ask about the packaging.
Oh yeah. Well,
Later.
then I'll go back. Just give me a second.
No. Just do what you want, and then we get back to it maybe.
There's a picture of the packaging right below the stretch goals as well. So
people know that how good the package will be, and they get the books undamaged. So what they call a cello bag, or when the comic will be placed in a cello bag and shipped inside a packaging like one of the photo below.
Is it something that you normally use, like in more maybe like different authors, or they use maybe different ways how to deliver the comics? Because I have never seen such packaging before.
I think the thing is, we're both a little bit paranoid. We want to make sure that people get their comic in the best state possible. So that's why we were choosing, like, how do we do this? Do we just put it in a bag? Do we put it in just a padded envelope? How do we do things? And we end up going, well, let's just go all out. Let's put it in a bag to keep it protected from water. And then let's also make sure it doesn't get kind of cut corners and torn corners and things like that. Let's put it in a nice cardboard box as well. So it's going to be fully waterproof as it's shipped.
But it probably was kind of expensive as well.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was, but it's not the cheapest. But I already count that as expenses that I had to cover myself. So it's like, okay, it's okay. If I pay for it, I'll just try to get the best. Because also, if you send it in a bag and it arrives damaged, then you have to send another one. So that's going to end up being more expensive than just investing in a good packaging and just making sure it arrives.
Yeah. From the last Kickstarter, we only had one package arrive damaged.
And that was because they dumped it in a puddle or something. It got totally soaked.
Yeah. He sent a photo of the package, and clearly the postman had left it literally in a puddle. He had left it submerged in the water. So at that point, nothing surviving it. But that was the only one out of 160 backers, was it?
Right.
Which arrived damaged. So
that's every collector's or comic reader's nightmare. Damaged comics or wet comics or bent comics. I mean, I have a couple of myself, and it's terrible.
Yeah. What you were saying about building trust and building that connection with your backers, if you back a new project and then it arrives damaged, then your trust is instantly gone. You don't trust that backer, or you don't trust that campaign again.
Exactly.
A new project and it arrives in very good condition and it's clearly well protected, you go, okay, these guys care about what they're doing, and I'm willing to then go on and back them again. So it's that way of just building a little bit of extra trust. Yeah.
And also you can, if you like, so it's non-track, but if you like to get your tracked, then there's an option there as well. You have to pay a little bit more, but then you have a track and trace system on it. So that's nice that you have the option at least. You know what? Because I waited for a comic for a very, very, very long time. It's non-tracked. And I always ask the campaign holder, hey, is it going out? Is it not? Is it still in the box? Do you still ship it? And then he said, we just send it on our way. But, I don't have any clue that it's on the way for like a month or so. And it's not their fault. But for me, is it, do I get my package? And when do I get it? Is it undamaged? And I accidentally got it today, so in perfect condition. So I'm very glad, but I have a little bit stress on my back as well, because that was one of the campaigns that took a very long time to complete it, and the delays. Well, we don't have any information about the delays and why it's that. So I have to always go after the creators, which I actually don't like, but it's not really their fault. I mean, if you have a lot of comics to send, and there's always some things that could go wrong that we don't know about. So it's nice to have the option that you have a track and trace system for people who don't want that kind of stress in their life when it comes to comics. So that's really great. That's
for me personally, it's not really a bad thing as long as the communication is there. It's not that bad if there's a delay, because I have had a campaign that was delayed for months because of a tornado. Every kind of thing you have this year, I don't know why, but every reason you can think of is happening right now. So, but it's more the difference between the creators that let you know what's going on, and it's delayed and it's coming and I'm shipping now and all that. And you have creators that are silent for 3-4 months, and then it's now going to the printers. And then you are like, what's going on? Why wasn't it going to the printers 4 months ago? I should have had it in my hand already.
That's why we're very keen on the updates, and we're saying that we'll send one pretty much every week. So even if anything isn't happening and there has been a delay, we say. And so you're always knowing what's going on with the project and knowing exactly what state it's in. And if there's a delay on the posting or a delay on the artist or the letterist for whatever reason, we'll let you know immediately. And that's something which, honestly, I think we're pretty proud of, that we do keep everybody up to date with everything that goes on.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Nice.
It's very important because people give you the money up front, but after that, sometimes you hear a long time nothing. But so it's really important to make that connection to your backers, because they trust you with their money.
Absolutely. It's important that you don't lose that trust.
Exactly. Well,
mostly if you want to proceed with another campaign.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, nice.
We have another comment as well.
Oh, really? And then I'm gonna
from
go
Cryptic Comics.
Let me double this share. So I'm gonna go back. Hey, Cryptic Comics. Nice. Hey, man, how you doing? Thanks for coming. I sell comics and ship a lot of them in a Gemini mailer inside of a USPS Priority Mail legal flat rate envelope. Have you ever received one of those for international?
Are those bubble envelopes?
Yeah, I got one of two with mixed results. The bubble mail is actually pretty good. The downside is the size mostly. I cannot speak for the bubble mailers in other country, but in our country we have set kind of bubble mailers. For instance, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, it's all standard sizes for standard paper sizes from in our country. So.
Yeah, and he said it's not a bubble one.
Okay, no, but this is not a Gemini mailer. This is just a bubble. I'm calling it a bubble envelope, and it has a comic like this here, but there's still room for wiggle. So that means this comic was in perfect condition, but because of this carton box, or carton, these thingies was behind it, and there was no damage, but there was still room for wiggling left and right. So I got another one a couple of months ago, and it was heavily damaged. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of these kind of mailing envelopes. So I rather have a small, tight one that there's no room for wiggling. But that's me.
No, I agree with that as well. Yeah. We do occasionally use the Gemini packages as well. So if we're going to send things like just a print or something like that, then we'll do.
Well,
then we'll do it in
not
that.
a brand, but
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Oh, they're not bubble.
No.
Can you share me? I think I found them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna share it. Liquid flatbed envelopes are different. They fit the Gemini mailers perfectly. Yeah. So probably there's more than one that I don't know about. But
Okay, this is the one, I guess, because this is what I got.
oh, this one. Yeah, I got a priority mail like that one, and that was a good one. That was really tight. Yes. And Cryptic Comics says, I used to ship it in bubble mailers with cardboard, had little complaints, but Gemini mailers are so much better. Totally agree. Yeah, totally agree. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we've ever experimented with something like that. As I said, we've played around with the bubble ones, but I don't think we've played around with other things like that. We just kind of
the bubble I don't like.
yeah, we kind of instantly went straight for the cardboard box.
Yeah, because
and it looks neat.
Yeah.
I got a priority mail here, and I still got recently some priority mail. Well, this is not a good one, so I'm gonna throw that away. So this one is mostly perfect because if you open it, and then we have these tie flaps in it, so the comic cannot go anywhere. And this is not even the best one that I got. I got some packaging that was really tight, and etc. And this is not a bad one either. It's Uline. Not sure what that is, but that's how it's the name of what's standing on the box. Uline. Never heard of it. But yeah, I love these square packaging, and it's perfect for a trade paperback. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those kind of boxes are similar. Yeah, why don't you go and get one? Why don't you go and get one so that we can see?
Yeah. A different size from that. They are the legal size. Okay. And what is then the illegal size, Cryptic? Because I'm not familiar with that word. Now I'm curious. Is it very big?
Yeah, I'm curious about that. What's the illegal size?
The one you won't fit in the van.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, there's a different kind of mailers and
So these are the ones I use, which just has the
yes. Yes.
those things that you can just kind of adapt to the
Mhm.
side. Then you just kind of close it. But yeah, it's kind of similar with the same.
Yeah, they're good looking. Yeah, so you wrap it up. Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
the same kind of idea as a Gemini mailer, only it wraps around twice from one side.
Right. And the comic says for legal documents, which are supposed to be longer than regular print paper. Oh, okay. I'm learning something today. Okay. Yeah.
We're learning every day. So.
That's a nice one. Yeah. They are perfectly for 1 or 2 books, by the way. Can also fit 2 books because you are offering 2 books as well for backers.
You can change the height here.
So you can fold them. Right.
Yeah, I just found the perfect way how to wrap and send the comic. Can you share me again, please?
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. What do you have, Kate?
Like, why not this one?
Well, yeah, well,
That's
one thing for sure that you actually get the comic in the same way with pirates.
Well, I actually really used this one once during Christmas, and I read I think for my brother in those, and it was funny to watch him opening it.
It reminds me of a Christmas present my father.
Yeah, idiot sister, that was me.
My father got my brother like a massive, huge box. It must have been about 2 meters square. And then inside, he just put in progressively smaller and smaller and smaller boxes. And there was about 25 boxes inside.
Oh.
Wrap of paper that size.
Right. Oh man, that's
And
terrible.
have you seen the bottle packaging with those screws?
No.
No.
You haven't seen those? Oh my god! Wait a sec.
Bubble Villa with screws? Really?
Bottle package.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show me.
There was a video. I need to find it.
Okay. Well, in the
Okay,
meantime,
just talk. Okay.
I'm going to go back to the campaign because we have some topics to talk about.
Yeah,
And
I have a question on something in the campaign itself.
Yeah.
Because you offered in the perks 1, 2, or 3 prints, and you show the prints below on the campaign.
Yeah.
But do you give let's say someone takes 2 prints, do you give random prints or in the order that they are shown in the campaign, or
Prince?
how do you figure out to do that?
Well,
I mean,
once I send the backers form, like the forms to ask for the details of the backers, like the address and everything, I will add a question with which print you want. So the backer can just tell me which one they prefer, and I will just send that one. So it's not random.
Okay, so another piece of personal interaction with the backers as well. So
Nice.
that's a nice idea.
Yeah, we want to make sure that people are actually getting what they want and rather than just kind of a random selection. So there will be, honestly, it does turn into quite a questionnaire of saying exactly what you want. But that, people are being good enough to give us their money. So we want to make sure that they're getting what they want.
The form has questions like, do you want it in English or Spanish? Do you want, which print do you want? And for last year, it was also, do you want the normal cover or the alternate, like the special
Yeah.
cover?
Yeah, last year we were offering a variant cover as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I will ask all those questions and send them to the backers, and they can just tell me what they want.
Okay.
I mean, these are the prints that you talk about, right? Or am
Yes.
Yes.
Those are the add-ons.
Right.
You can add those ones. Those are from the previous Kickstarter, the ones that were not exclusive. So you can add those for, I think it's £5 each if you want them. The
Right.
ones with Kickstarters are the ones that are up there.
Yeah, the one's just above.
I like the sexy one here with the wolf in front. Yeah.
That's a favorite.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely the one which sells the most.
Yeah.
Even
I wonder why.
loved.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the art is stellar. I said that last time on the stream. I really like the art. So we go from the top, and then maybe you can talk about a little bit what's actually going on. I mean, so this is not your typical werewolf story when people changing into werewolves. No. It's having some kind of power or connection, and then maybe you explain it better than me, of course. Yeah.
So basically, our story it's around lycanthropes, but as you said, instead of being a person who turns into a wolf, this is a person who has a wolf soulmate, and they're able to mentally transfer their consciousness and take control of the wolf in that way, which you can actually see happening on this page, which you're showing just now. That panel at the bottom of the screen there, you can see that Callie's eyes have rolled back, and she's transferring her mind into the wolf, which has just appeared there. And in that bottom panel, you can actually see Callie lying unconscious in the corner of the panel as well.
Right.
And I think that's something very important about our kind of realistic idea, because when you're in control of the wolf, your human body is still there, and you are still vulnerable in that aspect. So it doesn't take a silver bullet or anything to kill our lycanthropes. they are vulnerable just like a regular human is. So if you're controlling the wolf, you've got to be very much aware of where your human body is and is it at risk. So I think that's an important thing. But our story revolves around two characters. We've got Callie and Christopher, neatly shown here. Callie is basically a murdering sociopath, and she firmly believes that lycanthropes are far superior to humans, and so she likes hunting them. It's kind of her favorite sport. Alongside her, you've got Christopher, who's a military veteran. He's suffering from PTSD, so he's got a lot of his own personal issues, which he's trying to work through. And the last thing he really needs is to be constantly covering up for Callie and kind of clearing up her mess. So our story is, how do these two characters deal with their own very serious issues? How do they deal with the explosive relationship of them being together? But most importantly, are they able to put these problems to one side when the US military, with Colonel Harris here, discovers them and wants to weaponize their kind? So that's Woodland Creatures in a nutshell.
Right. Yeah, it's also a very, very complex story, because we see here, this is a flashback, right? From yeah, exactly. So we see here, it's in so this flashback takes place, and there is something going on, because he's in the last video I talked about how realistic and cool the weaponry was, and I believe you changed a little bit here, right? Or was this in the last panel as well? Did you change it, or is that my imagination? It could be my imagination.
It's the same one.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Then I was believing that this wasn't there, but that doesn't matter. Looks great anyway. And there is something else than only bolts, right? They are experimenting, I believe that you said last time.
Yeah. So it's not something that we go into a huge amount of depth on. I think it's kind of something that we might leave if there's a spin-off or a sequel or something happens.
Yeah.
But in that flashback, it's made very obvious that there's been some kind of experiments of trying to separate the wolves while their human consciousness is controlling them, and vice versa. So can they transfer the wolf consciousness into humans?
Right.
So that you basically have a wild wolf in a human body. So there's a few kind of plot lines which, honestly, we're going to be honest, aren't tied up. We kind of leave them open. Does any author or producer good to close every single plot line? then there's no sequels or spin-offs. But yeah, so there's other stories and other kind of plot lines running through the comic as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we find out in issue 2 and maybe 3, because this is a free issue. Well, can we call it a mini series or something like that? And it's and 50 plus pages, which is a lot. So that's great. And Christina, you showed us. You sent me some pictures of volume 2. And if you, I'm gonna, what I want to try to say, I lost my train of thought. I want to share it. That's what I'm going to do now. So this is pages from part 2, right? I'm going to zoom it in a little bit for the people, because you sent me a lot of them.
And I want to take this time to point out, this is exclusive. This is the first time anybody is seeing these completed images. So,
really? Okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah, so some of these are the first time anybody's seen these images. So
okay.
You guys get an exclusive on this.
All right, awesome. That's good to hear. So I'm going to zoom it in so people know what they are seeing. So this is perfect. Let's see if I can. Let's go up. So what does this take place? Is this after issue 1, or is this still a flashback?
No, so this is after volume 1. Basically, we leave our protagonists in the middle of a pretty serious argument.
Right.
And slight spoiler, to be honest, it's said here anyway. They end up breaking up.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, but now you tell
It does say. I think that's
I
what
think.
it said that they split up. So yeah, what we're seeing here is Callie basically starting to evaluate her relationship with Chris and realizing that actually she might want to try to go it alone here rather than be relying on someone.
Yeah. I love the use of the light. You see the sun. I presume that's the sun, shining through the trees. Looks really cool. Absolutely. Love it. And just zoom in a little bit more. I have to do it manually. So sorry.
The middle panel is also the print, right?
Yeah, the colored one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the postcard. Yeah.
yeah. We loved this panel so much that we said it's got to be a reward. We just loved it.
Yeah, it's very powerful. I mean, you see here the wolf, playing around in the leaves and then staring at her, almost like he wants to touch her. Yeah. Awesome, nice. Yeah, great job with the art, man, and also the.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we come onto a flashback here, and this is when we're going to discover the first time that Callie and Christopher met, and we understand the kind of circumstances of their meeting, which is very entertaining.
Yeah, she's gonna go into a cabin. Oh, that was my cable. In the pouring rain. Okay. Let's see what happens. So she knocks on the door, and then we see her grandfather.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have a guest with Charles. That's the name. So this is her former lover, I presume, then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is in the flashback. So what you're seeing here is literally the first time that Callie and Chris meet. This is the first time that they ever see each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's meeting with her grandfather Charles there. And Charles is probably the most British person who exists, and his answer for any dilemma is tea.
Yeah. He solves every problem, according to the Brits.
And in this one, you really, I think it's really sweet because you see the kind of awkward, instant flirting, instant connection that they have going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you see it in this panel as well, looking at each other, staring like maybe a minute or so, or a couple of seconds. Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you read the dialogue, they're clearly making comments about Charles. And so he's just sitting there and he just goes, I'm still here. I can still listen to what you're saying.
Yeah, and I see we also have a new name in the chat. Paul Baumeister from the US. He has a little compliment for you. He says, even in black and white, maybe especially in black and white, those backgrounds are gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
That's a nice compliment. That's a very nice compliment. If you can see if you can bring that up.
Yeah.
Cool. So cool. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah, he said Paul Baumeister.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah. Hi, Paul.
Read the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit later. So, like I said, I need to have 2 screens. I have to work about that. It's not working at all. So this is a beautiful landscape in Alaska, right? Tongass National Forest.
Yeah.
And I love also the how do you say that the water is mirroring the mountainside there, and also a little bit of the forest. Really cool done.
I don't want to know how much of a headache this was for Thomas to do. It must have been an absolute nightmare, but yet again, he's absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, one of these layouts that when I received the finished one, I just went and wow, Alan, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not even a reversal, right? It's not that he turned the picture upside down and stick it that there. No, you can see clearly the difference of lines and layouts and art as well. So it's also as if the water is muzzling or the reflection a little bit as well, so that it's not as clear as like a mirror.
Like the different brush strokes going on.
That's what I'm looking for. Exactly.
It's remarkable.
Yeah. Awesome. Footsteps. Okay. What does it lead to? Let's find out. So then we see Kelly waking up. Yeah. Awesome. And the wolf senses something, and it's going into battle mode, if you can call it that.
Yeah.
It smells something. Awesome. Yeah. I'm wondering who we're gonna see. Oh wow.
Bear.
Really? This is new. Look at that. Let's go up there. So she has also the hearing and the smell in human form, or am I wrong? Really?
Yeah. Well, as a lycanthrope, she has the heightened sense of smell and hearing and eyesight that a wolf has, even as her human.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I really like about this page here. It really shows the connection between the two of them and shows those senses working in tandem, and they can really show just how much of a dangerous combination they can be.
Yeah, because this is new. Because and then in our last video, then when she transfers her will, her consciousness into a wolf companion, the body is defenseless, right? Because she can't move because she is in the wolf. But now we see her next to the wolf, but still have the heightened senses. That is actually great. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. And then we'll see here a bear.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
The dangers of hiking out in a forest in Alaska.
Yeah, never been there. I heard it's a lovely place without the bears. Okay.
And then we don't have the details here, but this is continuing on from Christopher's decision in the end of Volume 1, which I'm not going to spoil, and that's why we don't have the. That's why we don't have it written.
I still have to read it.
So this is him kind of carrying out his duties,
Right.
which he said he would do.
And who is actually this person? Is that the person he's working for, or?
No, so this is Natalie Meyer. She's the Austrian representative on the UN, and she is in Volume 1. She's the only person to agree with Christopher that maybe Colonel Harris's plan of weaponizing the lycanthropes is not the best idea, and she believes that there's other ways that lycanthropes can be controlled and can be rehabilitated into society rather than just putting them in putting them in the army. So what she's doing is she's phoning Christopher to kind of check up, just to kind of follow on from everything that's happened. And again, it's spoilers, so I'm not going to go into details.
No, because in the first volume there's some prejudice against canine or lycanthropes, people with that powers, right? Yeah. And the military wants to weaponize them for their own purposes, but there's a catch with that. Yeah, exactly. That I'm not going to spoil. People can read that in the first volume, unless you want to spoil it. But
no, we're not spoiling it.
Okay, great. So the wolf is it. Also, the wolf, the companions has a name, right, for themselves. There's a word for that. Yeah.
Amarocks.
Great.
Yeah. So here in this page, you can see that Christopher's Amarok has sensed something going wrong.
Yeah.
and he senses something's not quite right, and Christopher's instant reaction is, "Oh crap! What danger has Callie got herself into now?"
Oh no.
What has
Yeah.
he done? Okay,
Yeah. I think the exact words that we have on this panel is, "What has she done now?"
Now I have to go out and rescue her.
Yes, in essence.
Yeah.
That
yeah. So-
here we go again kind of moment.
So here we see, Callie her consciousness has been transformed into the wolf, and her body's now lying there defenseless, right?
So
If I'm
this is the perfect example of what I was saying about earlier. You can see there that if the bear was actually to ignore the wolf and go straight for Callie, she is vulnerable. There's nothing she can do to defend herself, and she would be killed as easily as any human would be in
Right.
that situation. So Callie's taken a massive risk by transmigrating in that particular moment.
Yeah, also so close in the proximity of the bear. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, I really love this. I mean, you see here the wildness, the viciousness of the two animals go at each other.
Yeah.
Love that.
I love this bottom panel because you see Christopher's Amarok appearing, and even though it's an animal, it still clearly has that almost father-like look of, "Okay, children, settle down."
Yeah.
You see that look of, "Okay, playtime's over."
Yeah. Behave yourself.
Yeah. And it's amazing just how expressive Tomas has made a regular animal's face.
Yeah, the detail on the expressions of the animals is stunning, man. It's really great. So, okay, we have here a little bit of a continuation.
Yeah.
So, okay, I hope people can see it clearly. So the bear is backing down here, and he's wounded.
Yeah.
And also the little detail, if you can, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, or I might need another glass. Need other glasses. Sorry, just a little bit too much. Sorry. Go ahead. Here is okay. It's a little bit too much here. Yeah. I'm seeing this correctly. Yes, here on the right side, the paws. That's scratching the tree here.
Yeah.
Small little details, man. It's great. Yeah.
How Tomas walk, the artist, because that's something that it wasn't in the script. It's not like in the script they said the bear scratches a tree. That was just Tomas, the artist, so it's really great.
Yeah. And it's the small things that makes it also much more more believable. And we see, and also the blood here, spilling out of the bear going on there, and then he's fleeing because there's too much. And then we see here the wolf is getting lectured, I guess, the other one. Yeah. So playtime's over, children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Oh, wow. What's going on here? Let me. Nope. Give me a sec. So he's pulling her down.
Playtime's definitely over.
Yeah. Kelly's waking up. Yeah. Right. And we see this the look on his wolf. So okay, done. I'm going out. Yeah. Very impressive. Love it. Absolutely. Nice.
And just showing how emotive these images are, and Tomas again just absolutely knocking it out the park.
Yeah, I love it. Also, there's, like I said, there's not only action there, but it's some real, quote unquote, real love story between these two people with a lot of set of problems from both sides, and they have tried to, connect with each other, but at this point they can't. They seem that they are arguing here about something.
I just say this. I don't know whether it's on your side or on ours. This is not actually the next page.
Really?
Go forward the page and see if maybe it got muddled up.
Okay, just give me a.
It might have been me.
Oh no, this is the only one after this. So
Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
So-
well, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But there is like 1 or 2 pages. I think 1 page
Yeah.
before that one.
There's one page before this one, which for some reason we haven't sent you, but that's basically just Callie storming into the house to
Oh, yeah.
basically confront Christopher and say, "What are you doing? Why did you stop me?"
Yeah.
And then here you can see that she's storming off in basically a huff.
Yeah. I need to stand there, so pondering.
Yeah, I just love that because you can almost hear Christopher just sighing and Christopher just going,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Yeah, there's some real tension between them. Yeah. Nice. Well, this is all of the pages that I got, and you showed me a lot.
And there's a lot of love for those pages in the chat. So
Is that-
Yeah. I'm coming out. Sorry, chat. I'm coming.
yeah, first it was
Funny.
said it was gorgeous. Then a fantastic
Yeah, well-
series of panels.
Oh, wow.
So
So first of all, sorry, Paul. Just popping up to say yo from the US.
So
What is in the
Welcome.
book, actually?
yeah, I want to give Paul a little shout out here because Paul has been integral to us. He is what have we actually got him credited as?
His name is.
Oh, really?
make them a little bigger, Marinus.
Let me see
We
if I
can really read.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's very small.
Nope.
Well, Barbara,
Wrong one.
Nope. How does this? Is this working? Probably not.
No.
no, not a moment.
I can just read it.
You have all of us in the
Yeah.
below in your screen. If you hover on their picture below, you get a little block in the left
Oh,
upper
yeah,
corner.
yeah. I didn't know that. And then solo layout.
Right, there you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Hey.
So there we go. Yeah, we got Paul Baumeister there
Wow.
as the assistant editor.
So thank you for.
Yeah.
Wow, Paul. That's great.
Paul's been integral because we've been sending him a lot of the English dialogues just to check and make sure that we're using the correct dialects. So particularly when we're looking at the likes of Vincent and we're seeing that kind of Texan accent coming through, Paul's been the one really kind of guiding us on this. So yeah, good to see him here.
Yeah. Great,
Well,
Paul.
he finds it a fantastic series of panels as well. So
69 hours. And then we see Johanka with the art is so pretty. Oh.
Thank you very much, Johanna. That's really great to hear.
Yeah. Awesome. Paul says the detail on the artwork is impressive. With black and white, it's easy to go overboard and really clutter the panel. Thomas Ira really hits the fantastic balance. Yeah. Great. Thanks for
he's
coming, Paul.
definitely right.
Yeah. Awesome.
No, it's great to hear that people are liking it because obviously that's kind of what we want to do. We want to make sure that people are enjoying it. So it's great to hear that feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. So, woodland creatures, like Jeroen says here, or Base Marine, you say 69 hours left?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
that's
Nice.
scary.
Yeah, I mean, that must be stressful, right? That's so close to the end. And that you know, people, and then you go on and every stream, because, yeah, we have to promote it, knock it out of the park, and let's see if we can bring in some new people. Speaking of, is there? Oh wait, I got something in the private chat. Let me double check something. Oh, Miriam, got it. Thank you, Miriam. I don't know what you got, but
Oh, nothing.
She got it. That's the important part, right?
Yeah.
so before I went to the toilet, or after that, maybe I did miss something. Is there some kind of giveaway or something, or not?
Yes. So yeah, everybody in the chat, we are doing a giveaway of the comic today.
Okay, gonna zoom it in. Yeah.
It's kind of why we want the names in the chat. So put your names in the chat so that we can randomly choose. Are we doing a random choosing a winner? What are we doing?
Ask something? Or-
Okay. Yeah, we'll ask a question, and then the person to respond. Yeah, first person to respond gets a comic. Yeah, how does that sound?
Okay, yeah, there is a little bit of a delay in the chat as well. So I will count down in the chat 3, 2, 1, and then the first comment after that will be the comment for you guys.
Okay. Would it be easier to do like a random selection? Would you be able to just do a random pick of people who have commented?
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't mind.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, what, the first one?
What do you mean, the first?
The first person to say or what?
No, we'll do a random pick. We'll do a random pick.
So before we go do that, I see there's still people are watching.
There is a little program on Google, commentpicker.com. You can put all the name in there, and the program, once you hit start, it picks a random name from the names you put in the little chat area. So
Okay, fantastic.
it may be. Should I pull it up?
Yeah, sure. Gonna share. So people, if you're watching and your name is still not in the chat, do it now. You can have the chance to get a free, fantastic comic. So go for it. It's free. It's $0, €0, zero currency from whatever country you're coming from. Just do it. Free is free, and it's a great comic. So put your names in the chat and win a prize. Yeah.
All right. So
You do.
we ready to go?
You don't?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
I have 3 names in the chat right now.
Can I? Should I pull this up? Yeah. Let's.
You can.
Do you know there was a time in the Netherlands, there was some kind of game show when they put caviars into a small little box, and they have to go to a maze.
Guinea pigs.
Cryptic Comics says, oh, wait a minute. I already want a PDF on Twitter, so feel free to take my name out. Well, great.
This is signed, Colby.
Yeah, no, Cryptic Comics. This is going to be a signed copy.
This is a signed, printed copy, so.
Yeah, this is a signed copy. Okay.
So that's probably why he's saying take it.
Yeah. But Cryptic Comics, no, I'm sorry. We are including you. We are including you because it's not. It's going to be a signed copy. So, yeah. I'm making a decision for you. We're keeping you in.
You don't have any say, Cryptic Comics.
And anyway, if you don't want it, you can just give it away yourself to someone else.
Yeah.
So who are in the chat right now? So we have Paul, we have Johanka, and we have Cryptic Comics, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Are we going to do it now, or do you want to wait a few minutes?
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to count out. You want to take a bathroom break? Now it's the time.
No, it's not you needed it.
Well.
If people comment in the chat right now, we can first go over the perks before we do the raffle.
That's maybe a good idea. Let's do the campaign.
And they have a little more time.
The lottery at the end, right? And people have still the chance to get on board. So again, people, if you just joined, there is a chance that you get a physical comic of Woodland Creatures. Just put your name in the chat so that we know who you are, and then we're gonna, at the end of the show, well, near the end of the show, we're gonna have a giveaway. So there's a chance of a signed physical copy of Woodland Creatures, right? Okay, so I'm going to share the page again, and we talk a little bit about the perks and what people can get. And if there is any questions, just go into chat and ask a question. That's what we are here for, right? Okay, let's go on to the perks. I got personally the book 1 and 2 because I haven't read 1 a little bit because I got the PDF, and I backed the first book and the second book physical because I like physical editions, And but for people who also wants to have the digital one, there's an option there. And if people has, I already backed the first book, well, you can also get the digital or the physical edition of volume 2. So let's start with the top, right?
Yeah.
So we have here the volume 2 PDF for about what is in it. Woodland Creatures PDF. Well, I know, Christina, maybe you can do the honors.
Yeah.
The what?
So just read out what the parts are.
Yeah.
On the right hand side.
Well, the PDF speak for itself, right? So that you get a digital version of 1 and 2, but there's something, some nice perks here as well. So we got the sign book, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so there's including the PDF, right?
Yeah. Everything. It kind of adds up. So yeah, the sign book number 2 it also includes the PDF of number 1.
Right. So there's 50 pages in English or Spanish, signed by the author, plus your name in the book with a thank you, which is great, plus 1 postcard and PDF of 1 and 2 in English or in Spanish, plus a bookmark, plus a wallpaper. That's a lot.
Yep.
Great. Nice. So we then have the signed plus print.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's 1. Also in Spanish, of course. And this is just the books. That's the one that I backed. Miriam, which one do you have the volume 1 and 2 as well, or?
Yeah, I have both of the volumes.
Nice. PDF or the physical edition?
No, book version.
Nice.
And if you go a little bit up and you refresh the page, then your backer number has gone up by 1 because I just backed as well.
What? I'm gonna refresh.
Oh.
Where's my F5 button? No, over here. No, this is F6.
Thank you. Want it double?
Okay. Let's.
Yay!
And now my computer is stuck.
Frozen.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh my God. My mouse is not working anymore. What's going on?
Your computer got shocked from the amount of bakers.
Wow. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot move my my mouse cursor. I don't know what's going on. Well, that sucks.
It's just decided that it's so fantastic that it's gonna crash.
Yeah. I mean, my computer is so shocked. Let me see if I can do something. Otherwise, we have a big problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't want anybody to miss the news.
It can't handle me backing the project, I think.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. That is really appreciated. So thank you.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah, I did both the books, 2 prints and 2 add-on prints. So.
Something happened there.
Well, my mouse is still
Now
frozen.
206 backers.
There we go. 206 backers. That's a very nice number.
Okay, Johanka just gave you advice that you should press not F6 but F5.
Oh. Oh, I got it. Jesus Christ! F6 locks the mouse. Oh my God! I'm such a noob. Okay, I'm back in the game, guys. Flies over. Don't shoot me.
It's working.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Where were we?
We know you were just in the toilet, just pretending to be here.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. So, okay. Is this where I was?
Yeah, the 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
One
for
up.
£20 or for $22, so you get volume 1 and 2 with all the perks, which is great. And this is the physical edition. And then we have the signed edition of number 2, and also 2 prints with that. Nice. And wallpaper as well. And then just the books plus one print.
If you go below the page, below the prints, there you can see what the perks are.
That's a very good one.
With pictures.
Reminding me.
Yeah, good point. Even I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it took a lot of work, so it.
A little further.
yeah. This is the beautiful print, by the way.
Prints.
Add-on prints.
Yeah, now you come by the perks.
Oh yeah, this is more visual representation. I like that. So okay, we already covered this one, and we are at printer version 1.
Yes, there you are.
There we are with all 3 prints. So you get these prints on the bottom, which is actually very beautiful. And how big are the prints, by the way? Is it A4? A4. Nice.
Yes, 4 prints.
Great. So for 50, you got 2 copies of Volume 2 plus your name as a producer.
Yes.
And you got 1 printed version and 2 times printed version of Volume 2, signed, of course. And all 3 art prints, bookmark, postcard, and a wallpaper.
You see that wrong, by the way. You get 1 printed Volume 1 and 2 printed Volume 2.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I said?
All 3 signed.
Yeah. I thought I thought that I said that, but doesn't matter.
Yeah. This one here has sold out, sadly. It's definitely been our most popular one. It's a cameo,
Really?
the actual comic.
Your face in the comic plus everyone from the producer tier. Oh wow! How many perks for how many people had back this tier?
We had 5. Yeah, so we had 5 people decide to back the cameo. It's definitely been really, really popular.
Yeah.
We can't limit what we were doing because we don't actually have a huge amount of background characters.
Yeah.
For us to have cameos in. So as it is, I think in one scene where we have kind of a tour going on of the Tongass Forest, I believe every person in that tour is going to be a cameo. So
Yeah, what other than towns and
Yeah.
countries?
That's great. Well, people will love this one. Awesome. So then we have the packs here, Volume 1 and 2 packs. That's in a PDF form and, of course, digital pack and all of the books. And there's more, and some add-ons. Okay, this is it, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we got here with the shipping again, and this is the Spanish version. Great. So people hop on board. There's a lot to choose from, a lot of perks, lots for everyone. And if we are a little bit lucky, we can get a, for those who just joined later, I want to show the zipper again, which I actually like. Where is it?
Yeah. Just a bit further down from that.
This at the very bottom.
Is it way more at the bottom? So can scroll a little bit more.
Just don't make your laptop burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more.
And we are here.
There you go.
So, yeah, for at 44,500 pounds, we get this one. Those are zippers, physical rewards, choosing from 3 colors, and well, you can use it everywhere, right? On your jacket, on your.
And we're only £227 away from unlocking that stretch goal, guys. So
Which means
Yeah.
that every bucket that has pledged for a physical reward will get that plus the magnet plus the extra pages.
yeah.
And we have some extra pages as well that is unlocked, and we have a magnet that is unlocked. So if we push it a little bit more, we get these zippers as well. And I want to have the black and white version that I like. So come on, people, just back this book and And then when I get the zipper, it's cool.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah, really love this one. Okay, let's go to the giveaway. Who are we gonna make happy today? And then I'm gonna go back here.
It's still
We have-
sharing, so you should be able to just open it.
Yeah. Thank you, Johanka. I clicked F6. Yeah, I just. Yes, I know.
Go your keyboard, man.
Oh, Paulie, man, you have no idea. I mean, when my computers are crashing, or I think they're crashing, I'm sweating all over. Thanks for pointing it out, both of you. Nice. So, Jeroen, we have still.
Yes.
You have some still new names, or
I don't see any new names in the chat. I
Okay.
did put out a message that they had to get their name in, even if they just said hi, but no new names. So
Okay.
I think we're going to do it with these three.
Yeah.
Between the three, then.
Wow, 3 out of 3. Who's gonna be?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
How's it gonna work?
There we go. And it is
Oh!
Paul.
Paul Baumeister.
There you go, Paul. Well done.
Okay, Paul.
Congratulations.
I was just
Awesome.
thinking I have to send you the second one. Send it all together.
Yeah, I think you can just contact one of our two guests here on Twitter. I think that's the most easy way for the address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or-
Who's the other guy? The guy that's been commenting.
Johan?
Wow, I
Johan?
never win anything.
Well, now you do.
Yeah. Clearly you do.
Yeah, this guy. I'm going to give Johanka a PDF as well, just for being here. Because
wow.
Cryptic Comics already has it, so
There you go. So,
Okay.
if you give me your email address or send it on Twitter, whatever, I will give you a PDF of volume 1 as well.
yeah. So, Johanka will send you a free copy of the PDF as well, just for being here and being a sport. So, send us your email address and we'll get that on the way to you.
Wow, that's very cool.
Cool.
You hit it, Johanka, you get a prize.
Oh, Paul says, can I donate my winnings to Johanka?
Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go.
That is
Oh.
very generous, Paul.
Yeah,
That's-
totally up to you.
Yeah, Paul, if you're sure about that, then yeah, absolutely. So, in that case, Johanka, yeah, send us your address and we'll get that signed copy on the way to you.
Yeah. Miriam, you know Johanka, right?
Yeah, she's my student.
Great.
Your student, wow.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but
Paul says he has already got a copy of Volume 1. So
The printer copy before anybody. Miriam.
All right. Awesome, Paul. You're a great guy, man. Yep, it's all up to you, Johanka. Oh, nice. This is great. Oh, man.
Awesome.
It puts a big smile on my face when I read this. Very generous. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really nice. So I'm glad that everybody's kind of getting something here. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but this is also, yeah. Do I need to send it on Twitter? She says.
I'm not sure she has Twitter. That's the thing.
You can DM on Twitter or you can tell Miriam and she can tell me.
Yeah.
Miriam, can you help her with the
Yeah,
address?
definitely.
Okay.
Aww.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is what comics is all about, right? And also people in comics. I mean, it's not only, reading comics, but also sharing with people who are not familiar with comics or don't read comics very much, or maybe are interested in comics and want to try something new. And this is the perfect example how it's going to be and how it's people are, sharing their comics to other people. It's great.
yeah, and the indie community is much more of a community than
Right. Yeah.
it's,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's way different than the standard comics you buy in the shops. So
yeah. I think that's the thing. Like the indie community, it's still really small, despite how many indie comics there are out there. It's still really small, and it's great to see that community spirit coming through of everybody being, oh yeah, we want to help you out if we can, and we want to be nice, and you know, it doesn't really have much of that toxic idea goes on, which you find in larger places.
Yeah.
So it's great. It is great still to see that going on.
yeah, that's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. And we got a new backer, like Jeroen said. So that's a win-win, right?
Everybody wins today.
And indie comics are where the real innovation and original stories are being told. Yeah, couldn't said any better, Paul. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
totally agree.
Great.
Also much more personal between the fans and the creators. It's not the creators are somewhere here and the fans are scattered around. So
yeah, that's the whole thing with indie comics as well. Just like you said, you know, there's some personal connection that is really important, like you two doing that with your fans, and this is actually the results. How fans interact with each other and with the creators of the books that they love. Yeah, this is really impressive. I like that a lot. Great.
Which surprised us at Comic Cons, that we were having people coming up to us and saying, "Oh yeah, we've seen you on Twitter, and we really wanted to meet you." And we're sitting there like, "Okay, but we're just like small people. We're just ordinary people." And yet we are currently having fans coming up really wanting to meet us because they've read the comic and they've bought it, and now they want to come and meet us. It's like,
or even things like the signing of the comics. They are like, do you want it? We are like, do you want it signed? It's like, oh, can I have it signed? And I don't need to pay extra? And I'm like, no, I'm here. So it doesn't take any effort to just sign it. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right. Nice. Absolutely. Great, guys. Great for coming again to my show, and I had a blast. I mean, this was really fun, and yeah, I got we have some new pages to see what's in store for volume 2. Really excited.
great pages.
And we also have this saying in Slovakia that if we meet the third time, we are going for a beer.
Okay.
Now, you mean that they're paying for the beer? Is that what you were saying? No, I'm just joking.
If you do decide,
Miriam's buying.
No problem.
if you do decide to still go Indiegogo later on, let us know. We can help you with a little launch party kind of stream as well. So
promotion. I mean,
little kickoff.
We already had lines for that, as you can see.
If it gives us a chance to come back onto this stream and have a blast with you guys again, it's something we'll definitely think on.
Yeah, sure. Of course, you can always hop on the stream. And like I said last time, if you want to come on the stream again, promoting your comics or just for a chat, or for a cup of coffee or a beer, like or a Miriam, just DM me and then just hop on. You're welcome. That's great. Okay,
Dream Furry Comics. Sorry, you're just too late for the giveaway. But great that you're here. So
yeah, Dream Fury. Oh man, just too late. Or maybe he was already here and wants to congrats on the funding. That's just also cool.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dream Fury. I appreciate it to hear.
Yeah, beer. Yeah, of course. Also, let's all go for a beer then. Well, we all have beer lovers here, so settled.
by the way, Johanka, you just won the #1 signed, and you can still back #2 if you like it. So
yeah.
No worries. Okay, well,
you have to follow up as well. So
yeah, of course, great. So yeah, we are at the end of the stream, and how many? Well, almost 2-hour mark. Great. This was, time flies when you're having fun, right? So I want to thank the people in the chat for coming and still watching us. Talking about whatever. Me going to the bathroom or me getting problems with my computer. Yeah, thanks, guys, and go back, Woodland Creatures. Jeroen, how many hours left? Can you check that for me, please?
I'm going to refresh the page now.
Yeah.
Still 69. So yeah, I think around 68 by now. But
yeah. So when the campaign closes, right? Then how long will it take to when people get the books? It's about it needs to go to the printer, I guess, and.
Okay, so last year, I think we did it in May.
Yeah, we did the Kickstarter in May.
In May, and the comics were shipped in February.
It was March. It was the beginning of lockdown.
Okay, yeah, February, March. So it did take a while, but last year our artist was also working for Dark Horse, so he was quite busy, and that took him longer. So chances are this is going to take a bit less time. So, but still next year probably, like maybe count March next year. I think I actually put May on the server. So
Great.
I rather say May and send it earlier than say February and then not send it till later on. So
yeah, you can better keep it safe because we don't know the nearest future because everything is going bad in Europe right now. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, but I will send the PDF for Volume 1 to those that have asked for that one as soon as the Kickstarter finishes. So I will have something then.
Yeah, absolutely. Virtual stream was great. Thank you, Hanka, for coming. You also, Paul and Dream Fury. Absolutely. Thanks for sticking around, and also Cryptic Comics was great on the show as well. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice day.
Yes.
Great. Bye.
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 Take care.